rule is kind of keep it about this far away.
Mic's off or not? Turn your mics off for now.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. I can hear you pretty darn well. He's going to tell us to go, and then we'll go from there. We're just going to chat.
All right, sounds good.
It'll be easy.
I think you're on, but
All those technologies.
it looks like it's right. But I don't know why this looks blue.
You got to be on that screen. A little fuzzy. You're better looking.
I think we're good. I think we're going. I think you can turn your mics on and you're ready to roll, I think. Try it.
Hi, everybody. Bob Owens, and we're at the Bismarck Gymnasium. Our special guest today is LJ Araujo.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Got to learn to roll that R is what I'm learning about. LJ, just a pleasure to be in front of you today. First of all, congratulations on the Outstanding Wrestler Award at the Takedown Tournament. Nice little pickup right there. Let's take a little time and kind of educate the folks about where it all started for you. First of all, you were born in Montana?
No, I was born here in Bismarck.
I was just teasing you. The reason why I say that is I got two that were born in Montana.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you started wrestling, how old were you?
6. I started when I was in Dickinson, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the family was in Dickinson for how long?
We were only there for about a year because my dad was working out. He was out there.
Okay.
So we were living out there for a year. I went to kindergarten in Dickinson, and that's when I started wrestling.
And when you moved to Bismarck, you were then 7, 8 years old?
Yeah, I moved here for first grade.
For first
So
grade.
when I was 7, so that's when I started mat back.
And you started right away with the mat back?
Yeah.
And that's probably why you can contribute some early learning, right?
Yeah, I definitely say mat back definitely helped me a lot. I mean, I remember when I was in Dickinson, like that was like the team to beat always. The best team was mat back. So I remember when we came to Bismarck, we were like, yeah, we're going mat back for sure.
When you were wrestling as a little kid, did you have success right away?
No, actually, my first tournament, I didn't even finish. I was like getting beat up my first match and just quit, and then I ended up not finishing the tournament and going home to Dickinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of times that I've been doing this a long time, the thing that always amazed me is those that have that, they just automatically everything works for them to start with. Those are not the ones that stick with it. It's the ones that have the setback. It's the ones that have that little turmoil. You've got to go through that a little bit, it seems like, too. In your case, that was kind of too.
Yeah, it was so hard.
So when you got to probably, 5th, 6th grade, things turned around for you? 3, 4 years from that back, or how was that?
It was kind of like, so that first tournament didn't go well for me. Then my next tournament, I think I might have won it. And then after that, I started winning tournaments. But I came to state and I didn't place. I little kid state tournament and stuff. And then the next year when I came to mat back, I started having a lot of success. Like I was like a runner-up at like the little kid state tournament and stuff. And really, it was once I came to mat back, it really made a lot of improvements. And then throughout the years, I just kept improving.
And you were growing and maturing, and things were kind of coming together for you.
Yeah.
The one thing that you have as an incredible attribute, and probably you can give Coach Schumacher a little credit for this, but you're probably one of the finest high school leg runners I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You really are good at it. I know Coach Schumacher was good at it.
Yeah.
He was a young wrestler too, and I know that you probably picked up a lot of things from him too. Has there been coaches like Coach Schumacher and a few other coaches you might mention that were pretty strong and kind of putting things together for you?
It was definitely, Chad helped me a lot when I was younger. I never really leg rode that much until I got a little bit older, like I'd say probably like 8th grade, 7th grade. And then after probably 7th, 8th grade, I probably started getting better at leg riding. But Joe helped me a lot, and a lot of it was Jeff too, and even Scotty Nolan helped me with my leg riding a lot. And yeah, I'd say it was mainly those 3 guys that helped me with my leg riding. But when I was younger, Chad was probably my biggest help, him and Jeff.
And you're not afraid to shoot anything from a takedown position. No. You have a lot of confidence on your feet. You scramble well. Let's take and bring it up to that 7th, 6th grade when you went to middle school. You were at Wacker middle school?
Yeah, I was I'm actually live north side, so I transferred down to Rockford in 6th grade right away.
What were you weighing about then?
I was little, probably like 80 pounds. 80 pounds.
So in 6th grade, success?
Yeah, I had some success. I was pretty good in 6th grade because I still wrestled the duels and stuff. And actually, I went. I think that was the year that I went 8-0 in Heartland, actually, the elementary duels. So I was having a lot of success in 6th grade.
And fortunate for you, you've got a class. Tonight they're going to put 7 juniors like you on the mat.
Yeah.
And at one time, I think you had 14, 15 juniors wrestling that transferred up here, shall we say, as freshmen. That's a big class, let alone with the talent that is in that class, too. So you've been surrounded by a lot of guys that pretty good wrestlers.
Yeah, we've had a lot of guys transfer, which has been really great. And we've had a lot of guys, our coaches, just turn into great wrestlers. You know?
And I think that's and they're working at it.
Yeah.
The biggest issue for all the time for Bismarck Simpson is try to get those upper weights filled in at 82, 95. But probably next year you're probably going to have the opposite.
Yeah.
Although you've got some guys like Ben Forrest and Carson Lottie, you've got a good group of sophomores right now.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot too. You've also been on the national scene. Talk about that a little bit. When did that all start?
I kind of went to some national tournaments when I was younger, like the Rocky Mountain national tournaments, mainly. I never really went to anything like that big. And then recently, like in the past few years here, the freshman year, I went to Virginia Beach and I won that tournament the freshman year.
And probably they didn't even know who you were.
Not really, yeah, it was kind of like under the radar. Still, we never quite won that tournament. Still a little bit under the radar. The next summer, after I tore my meniscus in that summer, and I didn't get to go to Fargo, which really sucked. I really wanted to do it. But then the next summer, we didn't go to Virginia Beach, but I went to Coachella Nationals like my freshman and sophomore year. That year I got like third there, I think. And then the next year, I think last year, I got second at Coachella Nationals. That's when I started getting noticed by some colleges and stuff. I got second.
Good. And right now you're wrestling in what we call a elite class, correct? When they categorize wrestlers across the nation in high school, when they qualify you as an elite wrestler, which is what you are right now, they do that so there are elite tournaments where you have to be invited. Tournaments where you have to be, shall we say, requested to come. You just can't walk in the door and say, hey, I want to wrestle.
Yeah.
Those are some unique tournaments, but you terrific competition you face. What is it on the national scene? What's the one thing that you probably are learning most about wrestling? Those type of tournaments.
Honestly, I've noticed that they aren't as good as people think they are. It's like people give them way too much respect just because like the name and stuff. And I've wrestled some guys like they were obviously like really good, but they're not as good as like you think. Like pro wrestling like makes them seem way better than they actually are. I kind of noticed these guys aren't as good, and we can beat these guys even just being from North Dakota. Everybody thinks, oh, you're from North Dakota, you're not going to be any good, but I think you can be good. Like I don't think it really matters that much where you're from. You can be good no matter where you are. You can beat the best guys in the nation. You can be the best.
And it's a mindset.
Yeah.
I know we were on the road with Scott when he was young. We'd travel all over and we'd look and say, where is he from? You know, well, they forgot they still have to wrestle. And the other thing that we found was that conditioning was a big factor. A lot of those guys are not ranked in third place. A lot of those people just probably haven't been tested like they should be. And so when it comes down to crunch time, and you're a crunch wrestler because you're always a pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference right there. And your physique is that of a lean fighting machine, so that's good to see. You respond well. What things in the back of your mind think you have to work on the most right now? Where's your weakest spot?
I'd say definitely on my feet, fighting and getting the shots. Like, I don't know, I have a hard time getting in on guys like at the national level. Not as much on North Dakota, I don't struggle as much as I do on the national level. But I'd say I definitely need to work on my feet, be able to dominate guys on my feet. Especially, I've gotten a lot better on my feet just in Fargo and stuff because in freestyle Greco, you only rest on your feet really. You're top bottom for 15 seconds and you get moved back up. But Yeah, I'd say that definitely helped me on my feet a lot, but I still have a lot of improvements to make on my feet.
And that's going to be going on forever because every time you wrestle a person with a different type of setup, different stance, different, all those things. The one thing that I will tell you that they don't walk in. They're going to circle. They're going to make sure that it's going to happen for you. Now, you've had tremendous support from your family. You would never be able to do that. Tell us a little bit about your folks.
My parents are awesome. They support me so much. And they take me all over the nation. They give me money to travel and stuff. They just support me a lot. Like, honestly, like, giving me advice on what I need to do better and stuff. And urging me to work harder and stuff, work out, like, twice a day, go lift and stuff like that. It's really great that they're always, I don't know what to call it, like, urging me on, supporting me.
They're your best backer. And how about saying their names so everybody can know?
It's pronounced Araujo.
Araujo.
Araujo,
Yeah. And you have a sister who's done well in wrestling.
It was pretty good.
She kind of, I love the statement she made that you have a shot at being Bismarck's first 5-time state champion.
Second time.
Second guy. That's a pretty elite category.
Yeah.
Especially at Bismarck High, where it takes quite a bit to break into the lineup.
Yeah.
So that was good. 7th grade year. What were you wrestling in?
I wrestled. I went to state actually. I qualified. I got 7th at WD and stuff. I only weighed 95 pounds, soaking wet, like eating as much as I could and stuff. I was trying to get bigger, but I just wasn't big enough to wrestle in 6. I didn't place my 7th grade year.
In your 8th grade year, though, you probably wrestled one of the best matches in the finals. Because you wrestled with the young man from Valley City was tough.
Yeah, Coy's really tough.
Yeah. And to beat him was a challenge, especially when you were a freshman.
Yeah, Coy was really tough. He was a very tough performer. He never got tired. He was really strong, and he had a gas tank like nobody had ever wrestled.
Yeah. And he's not afraid to take on anybody. I watched the Davies Valley City duel today. He was wrestled 145 against the number 2 seed, weighed in at 32. He just wants to be tested all the time. And you're going to see that in your role. You can wrestle anywhere from 52 on up, without question.
Yeah.
And probably you might even see that tonight. You never know.
Yeah.
Might have to move up a little bit. Jamestown's going to come in open at 13, and right now they're open at 95. I got a feeling that might not be open at 95 again.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. A lot will come down. Jamestown currently number 1 ranked dual team in the state. You guys were 3. 3 was a little bit of a misstep. I actually think that was good.
Yeah.
Served as a motivator.
He gives a lot of our guys a reason to work hard.
Well, and it's been that way for a long time, and continue to probably be that way for a number of years to come. The Matt package we talked about before really is a good foundation. We do want to thank you for coming to the microphone today. We do want to pass along to everybody that LJ is as nice a kid as you could ever imagine. He is one representative of Bismarck High Wrestling everybody can be very proud of. And in closing, I just want to say best of luck to you, young man.
Thank you.
You betcha. Have a good one.
Thank you too.
For Bismarck Wrestling, this is Bob Owens. We're signing on. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
I think that actually went pretty well. Now I can talk.
Yeah, a lot of background noise. I mean,
Well,
it was still. I mean, it's good.
But we're loud enough, so it's not too
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, I was trying to listen to it as you guys were talking, and I was trying to cut
He's
down.
really good with them, huh?
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He's not, yes, no.
No.
I think you get a kick out of it. Now you watch, there'll be
Yep.
people all over watching. And you said 6 o'clock.
Oh, now we ended it. We were talking.